Hey y'all, it is Lucca and welcome back to the channel. So today, in today's little long play build, I am gonna be building with only one expansion pack. As you can see, we're in Brindleton Bay, which means we are using cats and dogs. Of course, this is base game and cats and dogs because obviously, but I've just been really wanting to limit myself with the packs in The Sims 4 because, to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like we have so much stuff in this game now, and I feel like we need to just kind of appreciate what we have instead of just getting more packs, getting more content left and right. It's just a lot. So let's just reel it back today, and we're going to be using only cats and dogs. I am on the sporting space lot here, and this is just a simple little 30 by 20, as you can see, and there is a couple houses over here. There's like the vet, and there's a little park over here. So yeah, I just thought it'd be really nice to build a home here. I love this little neighborhood so much. I love the brick and those little, is it a road? Not really. It's just kind of like a sidewalk area. I don't know. It's so nice though. I love it here. And yeah, I do have a floor plan and some ideas on my second screen I'm going to be looking at. So yeah, let's just get started. So get yourself a snack, get yourself a blanket, open up your games, get your knitting and crochet on, girl. I don't know. Whatever you do it, girl. So let's just get started by starting with the floor plan. So the entrance is going to be like a little bit of a bump out here, and then there's also going to be like a bump out here for like some windows, and then it's going to be pretty small, like a little entry here, nothing too big. Do I want it a little larger than that? I don't think so. And then there is going to be a staircase here. I'm just placing down placeholders for now until, we actually get to the, picking out the colors and stuff. And then I think this room will be a little bathroom. And then we're going to have another room right here as well. This will be like where the back door is, because right here will be where the kitchen is. This room just like this. And then I think I need to move this over a little bit probably. Actually, I think we have just enough space. I'm going to put a dining room just here, I believe. It's going to be like this, or maybe I'll move it back a tile to here. No, we'll make it a little bigger than my original plans, I think. Something kind of like that. That'll be where the dining room is. There'll be a kitchen right here. We'll have a tiny little half bath and then like a little sitting room here. It's going to be pretty intimate and small, but I don't know. I'm more of a big fan. Yeah, that makes sense. I am more of a fan of those kinds of living rooms myself. And then there is going to be a little front porch here. It's going to be a little interesting. It's going to kind of reflect the shape right here at least. So we're going to go 3 tiles this way. And then it's going to be like kind of like a little bit of a bump out here, and then it'll just go over like so. And then the back porch, there will be one as well. I think it's going to be 4 tiles this way. And then maybe I'll do something kind of like this. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having this go all the way this way because it was going to stop here. But I like having maybe some doors here for the dining space. And then you can like walk outside, open them up while you're eating or something. That sounds really nice. And then on the second floor here, it's going to be a pretty simple shape. Once again, these rooms are going to be probably a little on the smaller side, but we'll have a bathroom right here, just one bathroom, and then it's going to be a 3-bedroom home. I don't know exactly how cozy it's going to be, how comfortable, I don't know, cramped maybe, I'm not sure. But there will be a room here. It's a little bit of an awkward shape just because of the staircase, but it's fine. And then I'm going to put another room right here as well. And then there will be one more room, and I'm going to do this just like so. I thought that was nice. Just simple 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, nothing too elaborate. This is going to be kind of a simple, maybe slightly Victorian-esque home. And then I am going to put a turret. You know me, I love a good turret. But that's like the structure, like the walls. So let's do some more like editing and stuff. So I am going to lift it up on the foundation like so, about 3 tiles, I'll say. And then I also want to add a carport. I know that we don't need that in the game, but it's all about the vibes. So I think we should put one. I'll just put a piece of roof. It'll go to be like that maybe, and maybe we'll go out one more tile, something like this. And I think I'm going to have this be supported by some beams or supports, columns, tomato, I guess. And I really want to use these. These are really, really pretty. They're from that happy birthday little update, I guess you could call it. And I think I am going to use a room up here, or a flat square, whatever you want to call this. I just call it a floor. And we'll place this down up here so that there's, something there for a little trim to be attached to, something kind of like that. And I am also going to add this just kind of around the house as well. I'm going to also preemptively add that to these little parts of the house too, where there is going to be some roofing, of course, here, but I want to be able to add in some trim as well. We'll do the same thing up here. But what I'm going to do actually for this, I'm just going to use this low fence initially. This is just a quick way to kind of get this as a room, and then I can remove the wall or the fence or whatever you call it. You can do this with walls too if you want, but that way I can just add the trim really, really easily like so. And I'll do the same thing for this as well. All right, let's add the roofing now. I was going to use a hexagonal roof or an octagonal roof, but I'm going to use the hexagonal instead. I don't know. I just noticed that this kind of looked nice the other day when I was doing some testing, because I don't really ever use hexagonal roofing for my builds at all. So I think it'd be nice. I don't know. It just has a different shape. And then let's do the roofing for this section of the house. It's going to be just like so. We will place it like this. And I think I'm going to lower the pitch just like a couple notches, just to about there. And then I'm going to just copy and paste this and place it down like so. I'm placing it weirdly, I know, but it's just how I do it. I'm not really loving that angle, so I think I might actually lift it up a little bit to like there. Maybe I'll do this too. That's kind of cute. And let's see what else. We've got a roof here. I think I'll put it right there, and then I'm going to just draw it in all the way. I'll bring these eaves in so it doesn't clip. Oh, it looks like the trim is still clipping just a tiny little bit. And so I think what I'll do is I'll just get this inlaid exterior trim and hold down shift. And in the spots where it's doing that, I will shift click so that it kind of hides that. Yeah, something kind of like that, so I don't see it. That looks much better. And then for the back area, do I want to use gabled roofs or do I want to use a hipped roof? I feel like gabled roofs would look really nice just because there would be space for like a window or some decor or something. See that? Those look quite nice. But I think what I'll do is use the half hipped that is like got this exposed, and then I'll just do this instead so that it kind of can line up all the way, something kind of like that. And then I think I'm going to do that same trick again and just shift click where it is so that I don't see it. Well, I was going to add another roof here, but I kind of want to put just like a little balcony there. That would be really nice to put like a double door, and maybe they just step out on this, I mean, I could even bring this out all the way. Oh, that would look so lovely. It's kind of big, to be honest, but I actually really, really like that idea. And then we can go in with this smooth keeper. Maybe we can do like a pergola cover right here. I don't really know what you would call this, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not sure the technical term, but I call it a pergola. But we can just add the trim on that too. And then we can get rid of the wall, or not the wall, the floor underneath that. That looks so pretty. And then we'll just leave this side open just cause, And then let's maybe put the staircase just here. Maybe. I feel like that looks kind of nice there. And then we'll put the staircase up here. I also need to do the roofing up here too in the front. So I'm actually going to copy this room right here, and then we'll go down to this floor and just paste this, and I'll get rid of the flooring, of course, so that I can add that trim. You know me, I love a good trim, but yeah, something kind of like that. And then how did I do this? I've got like a rough draft, a little behind the scenes. I've mentioned this before, but one of my things that I like to do is I will make like a rough draft of a build and then be like, okay, I want to build this for real on the channel soon. So that's kind of my process. It just kind of helps me work things out a little easier, at least initially. I'll add a little roof there, and there's the general shell. I quite like it a lot, actually. Like, I like that there's a carport, and I actually found a reference on Pinterest. If I can remember where I found it, or if I happen to save it, I will put it on the screen. But it's very, very nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead. We will place down the fencing. I'm going to replace this. I'm going to use the cats and dogs fencing, of course. The point of this build today, for sure, is to try and utilize the items that actually came with cats and dogs. I mean, that's not going to be difficult by any means, at least for me, y'all. And also, I'm noticing there's some weird clipping with the railing and the, the column here. So I'm just going to go and adjust this, I think, just like so. That looks so nice. Ooh, love that. And then there's also some spandrels that I can use right here from cats and dogs as well. And then we will click on all the columns. Sometimes when you place spandrels, it doesn't like kind of load correctly. You can see that. You just click on the column and it kind of like resets it so that you can actually see the detailing. Cool. And we will do the same back here. You know, just grab the fence and place it like so. And then I'll place some columns down like that, kind of equally spaced apart. Part of me wants to just put more of this over here now. It just feels weird. It feels weird if it's not on this side. I'll just go ahead and place that just like so. Add that trim right here and then delete that. Yeah, see, that looks really, really nice. And then I'll go in with the spandreling here. Spandrels. I don't know, girl. To be honest, I didn't even hear that word or know of that word until I played The Sims 4 because we didn't have that in The Sims 3, did we? And then I am going to add in the railing here. Of course, I'm going to do it on just the right and then lower it like that. Oh, I love that they added that functionality in the game. That's such a nice quality of life. It's so simple, but so good. And then I'll place the fencing up here on this balcony too. A lot of little pieces, of course, but it's all good. Beautiful. I'm obsessed with that, actually. And then we'll add in some trim on the roofing. I think I'm going to do just a nice deep brown. You know me, I love that shade of brown. I don't know what it is. I build with it a lot in this game for some reason, but I'm going to put that there. And then the roofing is going to get this roof. This is my favorite roof pattern in the Sims 4, I think. It's just such a nice color. It's like warm and like cozy looking and just like I love the shapes. It's just so nice. And then the foundation, we're going to use the Cats and Dogs foundation. I'm going to use the dark brown. That'll kind of reflect that color a little bit there, but it still has a nice white trim on it. So it looks nice and bright and clean and fresh. And then the base of the build, I think I'm going to use a brick. I was going to use this one, but it wasn't really looking right for this build. I kind of want to use maybe this. That looks quite nice, actually. I like that there is a bit of the white kind of, is it grout whenever it's brick? Am I crazy? I'm going to put it there too. That looks great. And then for the house itself, I'm going to go with simplicity. It's going to be white. I really love the siding that came with Cats and Dogs. Like, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? There's different patterns too, but this one is probably my favorite. It's just so like bright and clean and just like, I don't know. I love it. The porches are going to get the sloppy paint. It just looks really nice. I don't know. I usually don't use white flooring at all, but for some reason it just looks so good on a house here in Cats and Dogs, here in Brindleton Bay. I don't know. It's just nice and bright and clean. I do a lot of dark, whimsical, witchy builds. I want this build to be different. You know, I want bright colors. I want freshness. And then let's place down some windows. Now, of course, we're going to be using Cats and Dogs only, pretty much. Now, I was going to do a white window or a blue window or something, which the blue, honestly, y'all, the blue would look really cute, but I'm going with the dark wood. I just think that looks so nice contrasting against the white. It just looks so pretty. I don't know. I really like it. And these windows are wider for some reason, and it bothers me if they're not all the same width. So I'm going to do this. That looks really, really nice. And then I'll just put one right there as well. Oh, how stinking cute is that? I'm obsessed. And then let's see, we'll go down a floor. And this is where I'm just going to try to place windows in the best position I can. I think we're going to do like one on either end so it doesn't clip with the roofing too much. I wish I could put more windows in here, but there's going to be like a double door here, I think. So we'll make it work. And then we'll put a window like right there. I tend to also just use like the little dots on the drywall as kind of like an indicator for where I'm going to be putting these windows. I'm going to put one maybe like right here too. That looks so much nicer. I hate that there's like the staircase right here, to be honest. I almost wish I could move it up a tile. I mean, I theoretically could do that because the bathroom can be like a weird little L shape and it still be functional. Like I could put the toilet and then the sink because that's all it's going to be anyways. So, because I really want to just do this with this room because it looks so weird. I mean, it is a little tight here, but it's functional. So, you know what? We're going to go with that. And then I will place down those double doors I was talking about. Like, look at that. Imagine opening that into your bedroom. Like, girl, that's rich right there. That is rich. Okay. And then windows are good for up here. Ooh, before I forget, I do want to add a little pet door. Like, I never do this because I don't remember them, but a little pet door would be nice just right there. Yeah, we can do that. And then for the front door here, I'm just going to keep it classic. Use this door. Super, super nice. And let's see. I'm going to put another double door here for the dining room area. But then I also want to put one that leads out from the kitchen. I think I'm going to put it here as well. Yeah. I quite like that actually. I was going to put one here, but I'm not really worried about that. And I'm going to put small windows in the kitchen. We're just going to do them just along the wall like so. And then let's see, we'll do the same, kind of window setup over here. Maybe I'll just do like these two on this side so that the bathroom has a window. And then, I can put a window right here. That looks so nice. And then we'll do the same kind of window placement here and here. And there's only going to be one window in the living room, like on this side. I was going to put the fireplace here, but I think I'm going to put it like here or something. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't worry about the window placement there. That's fine. I'm not mad about that. And then I think I want to do these big windows here for the dining space. Yeah, those are so nice. And we can put just like two on the side here, one here. Look at all that light. That's so nice. Perfect. I think that's a good, positioning, good placement of all the windows. Super cute. But there is some other detailing that I want to include in this build. We did get some stuff from Cats and Dogs, like these little corbels. Super cute. They match the windows perfectly, and we can just find some places to put it. It might stick out a little bit, but I'm not really worried about that. It'll just kind of add some nice detailing to the front of the house. We can even do some back here as well. We'll just do like a couple on either side of this window. Ooh, we should definitely add a window up here, like this half window. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I really like that. And then we'll grab some more corbels. I'm using the little ones just because I feel like the big one it's just going to stick out way too much. We'll just put like a couple like in the corners here maybe. I don't know. We'll do maybe some on the side. I'm so sorry for the camera angles. Sometimes this game is just, it doesn't like the camera. And then we can definitely add some up here too. I feel like that looks really nice. I was wanting to put like a little window, but it's not going to really fit. It's a little too big. So let me look in the wall decor items and maybe there's something I can put there. Ooh, this is kind of cute. This is just like an item from the base game. And I think that would just be nice there. Just to add a little bit of a visual kind of detailing. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Okay. I think this looks super, super cute. I do want to put some more windows on the sides here. So I think I'm just going to grab maybe like the round ones and just put one in the middle. It looks kind of weird if you actually look inside because you can see, that there's nothing in there. But hey, it's all about the vibes though, isn't it? I say that all the time. Pretty simple little layout there, but that's super cute. Is there any like roof decor items that came with cats and dogs that I want to use? There is a really beautiful fireplace. I kind of want to just like place it like right here perhaps. Does that look right? Or do I want to put it like right here? Actually, that looks super nice. And then let me just find like a good brick. That looks cute. I really, really like that actually. And then we will work on the outdoor little, walkways and such. Do I want to use brick or do I want to use stone? I feel like this stone looks kind of pretty, but this also looks really pretty too. Yeah. There is a terrain paint version, but I'm just going to use this. I'm going to put like a little, middle path there. And then I'll go into live edit and I will find a car to put here. Let's see. Do I want to put a red car? Do I want to put this kind of car? I don't know. The red car kind of does something for me, but I kind of want it to be like maybe a truck too. Like let's include maybe a truck. We'll put it like right here. And then we'll also do this red car too. I also just thought of something. I want to put a little staircase right here as well, just because I want them to be able to like walk from here to the back door here pretty easily. So I'm just gonna, maybe add a little bit of a path just like so. I feel like that looks kind of nice. Part of me also wants to add like maybe some like little half walls. I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, it looks like it's gonna have to be on like a little foundation. That does look a little weird, doesn't it? But at the same time, I don't hate it. Will this need to be replaced? Actually, that looks pretty good. I like that a lot, actually. So let me add another one maybe here. Wait, is that the same one? No, it is not. I will do that. And then I'm also going to maybe copy and paste this column there. See, that actually looks quite nice because then I can go in and add like some detailing to this too. And then let me add the same brick on this. And then we can add in some trim as well. Should we do white? The white is kind of nice. It's very clean looking. Makes it look a little bit more structured, I think, too. And then I think I'm going to put some hedges. I guess we should move on to doing some landscaping along this as well. So I'm going to maybe build out some flower beds. I'll probably put a little bit of it here too, just so it makes it's a bit more consistent. But I'm going to just draw this out. Or do I want to use this, the little wrought iron fence? I don't know. I feel like that would look quite nice too. It might be kind of nice to actually have that because there is so much white with this house. That might actually just add a little bit of something, but I don't know. I won't be able to put it here if I do that. Maybe I'll just put something like this here. Yeah, we'll just do that there. That looks nice. And then I will grab some hedges. I think we might just use this simple one from the base game and we'll just place it kind of just along this little edge right here. Do we like that? Yeah, that kind of, fences that little side off a little bit. And I'm probably not going to worry about putting like a fence or anything here either. Maybe, actually, I stand corrected, actually. I really want to put something maybe like right here, like maybe like a little brick wall or something. We do have this. Oh, that's literally perfect there. I'm obsessed with that. That's literally so nice there. There is some other versions like, that's actually so much prettier though. I like that more. That one fits so perfectly though. Oh wait, this one is too. But we'll place this just like here. We'll have to alt place this one because of, the way move objects is for some reason. And then I guess I'm just going to have to like do something like this here. I don't know if that looks good or not. Maybe I can put this here and then let's go into the trash cans and mailboxes. And there isn't like any special like mailboxes other than just like the pet ones. So I think I'm going to have to use that. And I don't really know what to put here to fill that in because I want it to still feel like, it's consistent with this little wall. Maybe I can do this small one here and like shrink it down. Oh God, even shrinking it down is not going to be enough. Ooh, what if we do something like this here? Actually, that doesn't look so bad. It looks a little bit weird, but it does something. Yeah. That works. I like it. And then I think I'm actually going to grab some more of these hedgerows, and I'm going to use, I think, the tool mod just to place a couple here. It doesn't have to be perfect. I might move it just a little bit more this way. But yeah, I do quite like that a lot. And then I'm going to maybe add a fence here. Is there like a different swatch of this? No. I wish it was a little lighter. It is a bit dark. But let me find a nice tree here. Like we have these, which are so nice. Cats and dogs, y'all. It's just so good. It's really that pack. We'll put a nice maple, maybe a nice maple tree out back. Ooh, and there's also these really nice like dogwood trees. I think I want that out front instead. I feel like that's going to be a really nice little statement. I'm going to use this one that's actually a paid bit of landscaping. Oh, and that makes me want to put one like right over here. Oh, that's so nice actually. Maybe we'll just do like a little hedge kind of like right there instead. And then maybe like I can put like a tree right here. Like maybe we can put it like towards the front. Oh, that's so lovely actually. I love that like bright white flower. It really stands out, and it also complements the house itself. And then we're going to fill these little flower beds with some flowers. I'm also going to add in some terrain paint before I do that. Just something like this one. And then I'm just going to go up to this single tile here, and I'm going to go in and just fill that in. And I'm not like going to like try super hard to stay in the lines. Letting a little bit of it kind of get out will actually add a little bit of texture and character. And I think I may actually put some more right here. When in doubt, just add a flower bed, I'll do this here as well. Do that there. And yeah, that's looking super cute. I'll go in with some of this terrain paint here, this scratchy and patches. And I'm just going to lower or adjust the softness a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of go along the edge of the pavement here just to kind of add a little bit of texture as well. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about this little back area, because I do want there to be like some connection with this stuff. I want there to be like, I want this to all kind of sort of be connected. Maybe I can just do like a little patio space, but I feel like this looks so like awkward here. Let me maybe look in and, should we use some hedges? Those look pretty, but they kind of stand out in a weird way for me. We could use maybe like just a nice like white fence. Oh, that's actually quite pretty. Because maybe we can just draw it along like here and have it go to like maybe this point. Should I stop it before the tree, or should I keep going to the edge of the house? Actually, that is perfect. It lines up with the garage. It fences this area back in. I can move this back maybe a little bit. And then maybe I'll like do something like this here. I'm not sure about this yet, because I like the idea of there being like a little patio here, maybe like that. And then the rest can be kind of natural. Maybe they have like a like a set of planters or something. It's something that I'm just gonna slowly figure out as I go, I guess. But I do like the idea of them just having like a little picnic table here maybe, and then maybe over here there can be like just like some planter pots. You know me, I the instinct is to probably put a pool back here, but I'm not really like into that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just play differently, but I just don't like pools in homes. I don't know, but I'm obviously not going to like fully finish this yet, but I'm just going to kind of place this stuff like so. Yeah, something kind of like that would work, because it makes sense. They have their dining space here. They can walk out. There's like fresh, vegetables there and herbs and stuff. We'll finish up the landscaping. I'm just going to do some flowers in the flower boxes here. Oh, I definitely want to use some like roses. I feel like that would look really pretty. Like these purple roses might look nice. Or do I want to use like a red or something fun? Oh, yellow is nice too. I think red roses actually. I don't know. I usually wouldn't go for the red roses, but those look quite nice. Just kind of along the front here. What do we think of that? I feel like it's a little bit sparse looking, to be perfectly honest. I could put this one, which is like kind of a shorter version, but I don't know. I feel like if I was to do this, I would want there to be more stuff going on. Oh, these are cute. Oh, those are so nice. Oh, I'm obsessed with these. What if we put these like on either side? That's lovely, actually. Oh, hold on. What if I was to put this here too? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's a little too big. Well, it makes sense that I'm using this here now because there's some right here. Huh. But let me grab the shorter version, and then I can just put another one of these like little walls here. We can maybe put some more hedge to this point, and then the tree can just kind of like live in the middle, like right here. Or maybe it can go like right here to kind of, finish that little bit off. That looks so nice, actually. Yeah. Oh, sorry, y'all. I keep getting distracted. But let me find some proper flowers to put out here. Oh, these might be the ones. Oh, these are really pretty. There's some blue ones. There's some nice bright purple. Do I want to use purple with this house? I mean, what kind of question is that? The purple is so pretty. You know me. I think purple flowers are superior. They're my favorite color of flowers. Let's see. Let me find some more purples. Like these. These are really pretty. I'm no expert when it comes to landscaping. I'll just keep that in mind, okay? I'll add maybe some other purple little ones right here and right here too. And then I'll put another one of these maybe like right here. See, that's actually very pretty. It's very simple, but I am a big fan of it. And then out back, I'll probably just do the same thing. Maybe I'll add a little bit of some variety. I don't know. But for me, I don't really focus too much on the landscaping when I'm playing a house. If it looks nice, I'll play it and I won't complain, of course. But at the same time, I'm like, it ain't gotta be perfect. I can't tell you the last time I built a house for my Sims and went like crazy with the landscaping, Then again, it's been a long time since I've properly played the game like that. I'm just a builder anymore. I don't really do much for gameplay, so I'm gonna try to keep that in mind though. And I think in between these, maybe we can do like something like this. Like maybe we can do the patchwork pavers. Just kind of lightly do this. Oh, I don't like that because you can see the green from that grass that's in the terrain paint itself. So maybe just some gravel. I don't know. I don't really like that. Maybe we can just do a little bit of the scratchy and patches here. Just enough to kind of add a little bit of wear and tear to this. Okay. And then maybe we can go in and add some like grass in some places. I am going to shrink it down and not do it too heavily, just because, I don't want this house to look like they haven't mowed it. Maybe there's like a couple little places that they didn't, just to add a little bit of zhuzh. And then I do want to add some greenery on the front of the house. So I was thinking maybe using some of these. These are base game, but they look so pretty. Oh, maybe not that big. Maybe I need to take them and shrink them down. That's perfect. We'll do the darker color too, but I'll shrink them down. And those little corbels actually kind of look like they're working with it. Ooh, look at that. That's so pretty. Maybe I can add some more of that like right here. That looks really cute. Oh, I'm in love with that actually. I've been using these a lot more just because I've been doing more base game builds recently. And these are just really nice. They just add a lot of greenery. Like, oh my gosh, that's stunning. I mean, it blocks some of the view, but like, hello, that's so like beautiful. And yeah, that's looking nice. Let's maybe do a little bit of lighting. That's pretty important for, an outdoor space. Let's see, we'll go to outdoor lights, get rid of the live edit function. And there are these really pretty lights that you can actually see kind of around. I'm going to try to find the matching swatch actually. I think it's, at least I'm hoping it's this one. Oh dear. Is it this one? No. This one? No. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one's the closest one. Okay. I mean, if I put it there, it's kind of growing into the tree, or the tree's growing into it, I guess. So I might shrink it down. That looks actually very nice, just so that there's something there. And then I'm probably going to use this. Is that called? It's called Salem Outdoor Lamp. That's perfect because, this is a, fairly New England-esque styled home. I was going to call it New Eastern. That's not the right thing. Can I be honest, y'all? It is low-key a dream to move to New England for me. Like, it always kind of has been, Massachusetts, for some reason, has been calling my name. I know it's not perfect anywhere you go, but, to be real, I live in Kentucky. It's not always great here. There's some good people. Of course, there's good people everywhere you go. But I don't know. It's just New England has always felt like I felt a pull there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the witchy vibes. Maybe it's the, the weather. Maybe it's, a mixture of all of it. Or maybe I just watched Practical Magic a little bit too much growing up, okay? I know it was filmed in Washington, actually, funnily enough. It was filmed on an island in the area around Seattle, but the story itself takes place in New England, which always I found interesting. But yeah, it's just calling my name, I guess. Let's see how this is looking so far. Ooh, yes, that little bit of lighting did so much. I think I do need to add a little bit more right back here. We'll use the same little Salem light. I'm actually so in love with this light now. I know it's so cute. It's from the base game too. So we'll just put them in between the little planter pots there. I love that actually. And then, ooh, we do need to add some lighting here in the carport. That's pretty important. You know, you want to be able to see when you get out of the car. So let me think. There's really not like a ton. I think the one that I saw was this one, this colonial lamp, which again is actually kind of perfect. We'll put that one there. And I think I also want to put that like here maybe. That looks kind of nice. And then we'll maybe put a couple more back here, like put one above the door here, and then maybe above the door there, and then maybe one there. That looks really good. And then do I want to maybe put like a couple here? If only they could go lower. That's a shame. These will go lower, but they look kind of strange. Let's see if there's something else. Maybe we can go into the wall lights here and find something that works. Ooh, what about these? Oh, they don't technically go lower. I mean, you know what? I am willing to just, ignore that. And maybe we can actually raise the half wall up, just like a notch like this, purely for the sake of placing lights down that look nice. See, that's kind of nice. It's kind of cozy. Actually, I think I want to use those instead. Oh, I love that. You know me, I like candles and warmth. I'll take that over, artificial looking light any day. Like, it is a little bit darker, but look at that. That's so nice. And we'll add maybe some more like down here. We'll do something kind of like this and then like there. These aren't like perfectly lined up, but it's okay. That's so lovely. And then we'll put maybe some right here on either side of the front door. And then for a ceiling light, I think I'm going to use this one. This one looks kind of good. It's just a base game one. We'll place it down kind of throughout here. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Does that make sense? Oh, it's floating. It is floating. Let's see. Does it go there very well? Nope. It needs to go here, unfortunately. Maybe we'll put it there. How does that look? Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. I think the exterior, like the landscaping, all of that is good. I did not place down doors in the interior. I also didn't pick out the walls or the floors or anything. So let's do that first, and then we'll get to actually like furnishing this space. I am being naughty, y'all. I know. I am drinking a Coke. Silly me. I am going to be up late probably. But I'm specifically drinking a cherry float Coke. It's a new flavor they've got out. So yeah, it's very good. It's like a milder cherry. It's quite nice actually. And I'm going to use a archway. I'm just using this outside so I can see which swatch is like the dark wood. I think I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to place this down like where I want it. I'm just going to do like maybe that. I think I might put another one like right here because the kitchen will be here. Maybe I'll put it like here instead. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then for upstairs, we're just going to use this door again. This is the one from Cats and Dogs. Very cute. I've used it quite a bit in the past, purely because it has like this really nice like wooden swatch you can see that I've got here. Love that, but I don't want to use it today just because I use it all the time. And then for the lighting, I kind of want to go ahead and pick out the lighting. I'm not sure why, but it just feels right. I kind of want to use maybe like this one for like this entry area, but I kind of want to maybe like shrink it a little bit. And maybe I can use the same one for like the living room here too. So it's like kind of even there. Ooh, and you know what? Maybe I'll use it in the kitchen too. Say the heck with it. And in here as well. That looks really nice, actually. I'm going to do a little boob light for the bathroom here, I think, as well as this room. Just because they're so small, I don't want like a big light in there. And then upstairs, we'll maybe add one of these here. And then we're going to do the little boob light for the bedrooms as well, just to keep it kind of clean and simple. Yeah. And then this has like a slight warmer tone than these. So I'm actually going to shift click this and hit all lights and then just get the warm white and click that. If you have Better Build Buy installed and you have Tool Mod, I think you have to have the Tool Mod with it as well. You can shift click a light. If you don't have Tool Mod, test that for me. I don't remember. But that just kind of neutralized the lighting so it doesn't look like overly warm, because it can look a little too warm sometimes, even coming from me. I know that's wild, but and then we can kind of turn the light on at night. See, that looks so much nicer. It's a little bit, different outside now, but I prefer that. Honestly, it looked a little too yellowy. All right, so let's pick out the flooring and the wallpaper. It's gonna be kind of a no-brainer because we're gonna mainly use this flooring right here. I think I'm gonna do this really lovely dark wood. I'm gonna do it in the living room and the dining, and then maybe this room here, or maybe not. Maybe that'll be tile as well. And then the bedrooms, of course, and the landing, obviously. For the tiling, I wanna go with something that's like pretty bright and clean. I kind of want to go with this one from the base game. It's nice and bright and fresh and clean. And then for the wallpapers, let me see here. We do have this posh stripes. I think this looks beautiful. Like, this looks gorgeous, but I'm not like in love with how desaturated it is. I wish I had some better swatches. This white is really pretty. I do like it, but I just, that red is going to be really hard for me to work with. We could go with this one perhaps, but I don't know. This is one thing from Cats and Dogs that I wish had better swatches, because it's pretty, but I don't know, maybe I can work with it. I'll try to work with that. And then for the kitchen, I want something that is nice and fresh and bright. Probably something pretty simple like this wainscoting with the gingham on it. That's kind of nice. The yellow is kind of cute. I don't know if I want to do a yellow colored kitchen. It's a little, I don't know. I wish it was a little more saturated. I don't know. Well, I'm going to leave it for now. If we come back to it and I don't like it, I'll change it. And then for the dining room, I definitely want to use something like maybe this, like the light blue or something. Ooh, yeah, see, that looks really, really nice. And then for these rooms here, I'm just going to put this into this room here. And then the bathroom, I think I'm just going to do something really plain like that, because this is just a half bath that goes downstairs. And then upstairs, we will use the same, wallpaper there. And then we have these bedrooms. You know me, I prefer picking out the wallpapers whenever I place down the bed. I just want that to kind of go together, and it's hard to kind of pick a bed that matches the wallpaper. It's easier to pick a wallpaper that matches the bed. So I'm going to leave those empty. But for the bathroom, I think I may go with something a little bit more colorful perhaps, or, just go with blue. Honestly, the blue is kind of nice. All right. I think that's a good kind of start for that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a little break. If you are working on something with me, I recommend you take a little break. Let's stretch our, muscles, get our joints moving, drink some water, get us, refill our water bottles, get our snacks, and then I'll meet back with you here in a moment. How are we doing? Welcome back. Did you get some water? Did you get a snack? Have you eaten? Have you drank your water? Have you taken your vitamins? Hey, hello? Yeah, you. I know you haven't, so you better go do it. Anyways, let's start furnishing this house. I think I am actually going to add a little bit of lawn ornaments, maybe. I don't know. I want to add a bunny just because, it's a bunny. That's cute. And then I definitely want to put a little, what do you call it? A little bird bath. That's just so perfect for outside. Gosh, maybe I'm low key building my dream house. Like, maybe that's what I'm doing. Like, I've already built my dream house, but maybe this is just another form of a dream house. I don't know. But let's furnish the front porch. I'll go ahead and I'll pick out a little rug for right here. Dare I say it, I'm going to use this rug. I know it's a Cats and Dogs themed build, so I kind of have to. I'm going to use this warm like red swatch though. I never use it. And then we'll use a bench here. Probably, I was going to use this one, but I'm not really sure if I like it. Maybe I can put it over here. I don't know. I'm not loving that this bump out is here now. Not really too sure about it, to be perfectly honest with y'all. I mean, I could make it a different shape, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I can put this like out front. Maybe I can go here, or maybe I can kind of tuck it over here. Oh, that's a nice little spot. A little secret spot for out front. Oh, but these colors just aren't really doing it for me. That's kind of cute. You know what this reminds me of, actually? It reminds me of the item in Animal Crossing New Horizons, the garden bench. It's a craftable bench that you can make, and it's just really cute. I really, really like it. It's one of my favorite items to make in the game. So yeah, I'm just going to put it there. That's super, super nice there. But as for the front porch though, I need some kind of seating for out here. Maybe I will use these chairs here. These are just some, kind of old-fashioned chairs. We just put like maybe a couple out here. They're called Cavill dining chair. Does that have anything to do with Henry Cavill? I don't know. But hey, I don't think these are big enough for, for him to sit in. Sorry. But anyways, the impure thoughts. We'll put a little table here too. Oh my gosh. And then maybe like a little plant, like a little flower. That looks kind of nice. And then maybe we can make it purple too. Ooh, that's nice. And I do think I want to add in some like wall decor items. Specifically, not wall decor, but a little like, one of these. There isn't like a purple, but there is a yellow. Maybe we could put like a couple out front there. See, that looks really nice with the purple flowers. Like the yellow is kind of a bit of a contrast there. Maybe I should put another one like on this side too. I feel like that looks quite nice actually. One thing I definitely want to include too is some live edit plants. Specifically, if you scroll down in the flower section, there is these that are hanging from the ceiling. There's this one. Oh, do I want to do the red or do I want to do this one with like that kind of, like bluish leafy stuff on it? I think I want to use this. This looks really pretty. And I'm just going to kind of place it like here, like that, roughly. Ooh, those are really low. Maybe not. Maybe they need to be lifted up a little bit more, just like there. What do we think of that? Oh, see, that's so cute. I love that. Okay. And I think maybe we can just put like another little plant right here in the corner up here as well. We did get a little kind of barrel plant, if that makes sense, wherever it may be. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another pack. I could be wrong. Nope, it's this thing right here, of course. Oh, that's so cute because there's purple and yellow tulips in it. Oh, there's some other varieties too, but I really like that one a lot. That one's so nice. Maybe I'll actually do like a double moment, just like there. That's super cute. I like that. Okay, you know what? Let's put another one. Why not? All right, there's the front porch. Super cute. There is access right here to this little cat door, dog door, pet door, whatever you want to call it. And then I am actually going to work on the exterior in the back area now so that, we can go ahead and get that out of the way, I guess. I do want to do an outdoor dining space. Even though there's going to be an indoor one here, I'm going to do an outdoor one too. Something simple. Let's see. I want maybe like this table. It's a little big. I might use it inside, but then this one, I think I might just use this table here from Cats and Dogs. Oh, this is not going to be centered if I put it there, so I'm going to put it there. And then let me see. What's a good swatch? I think that's really pretty. And we can just do like a small table out here. We'll do this chair as well. Or do we want to use... This chair is pretty. I never really use it. That actually looks so nice. I love that actually. That's so cute. And then we do need like a little lamp out here or a candle. We don't really have a lot of candles in just the base game, so we'll just use that thing. And we'll obviously use a little rug out here. Ooh, that green actually works. And I think I'm going to use the tool mod to enlarge it 1.5 and then click it again, just like that. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then I'm going to put some plants out here on either side, I think. Let's see. Maybe we can do like a variety. Put like a couple there. And maybe we can do some of like these perhaps. Or, should I do more of these? Oh, these are so cute though. Maybe I can tuck them in the corner a little bit and then just kind of put these next to it. See, that looks really nice. And then we'll just use another, a couple of these rugs here. And we'll use those for the doors, I think. These little mats. And I'm thinking here we should do some outdoor seating. Oh, I forgot about this. See, this is a bench, but they, for some reason, don't put it in the outdoor seating category. It's in the couches. So, I don't know. I think that's beautiful. And I think, honestly, we should do this here in the white, too. Or should we do this wood tone here? See, that matches really nicely. So we should do the wood tone. And then we should actually do a couple chairs to kind of go with it. Like these. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love these chairs. God, I love these chairs so much. Ugh, they're so pretty. And then let's see. I need like a little table out here. I kind of want to put this one out here and we can just put some like plants and like lights on it. Like look at those matching wood tones. Oh, stunning. And of course, we're gonna use my favorite rug. Oh my goodness. That just did something so much for me. I am in love. But I'll do like maybe a little set of candles right here. And then we can do some plants on either side. You know, something simple, nothing too elaborate. Ooh, that's kind of cute, but it is not going on the table for some reason. So I'm going to use some move objects here just to place it down there. And then let's say another one for on this side. Maybe just like this one. Oh, I can't do that one with this one either. Oh gosh, the slots. The slots are not slotting today, okay? We'll just put them on there like that. What about on either side of here? Low key, I want to put a couple little planter pots just like on either side because I like the idea of them maybe like growing some like tomato plants or something out here. That's just a default for me, honestly, because growing up, that was something that like, even if we didn't have a garden space, that's something that we would like grow in like a bucket or something outside, just like a tomato plant. Because, you know, tomatoes are delicious. They're wonderful. They're great. I love them. I didn't used to when I was a kid. I hated them when I was a kid, but I love them now as an adult. They are invaluable. Okay. Tomatoes are delicious. Anyways, I'm going to put this here. I think this just fits here so nicely. You know what? We'll do that green swatch. That's very nice. And what other things should go out here? What other outdoor activities should be outside? Ooh, the little neighborhood library. Oh, we have to include that somewhere. Okay, that has to go out here somewhere. Maybe like, I'm going to use a tool mod. No, I can't. I'm not going to. I'm going to move this back a little bit maybe, and then it's going to go right here. That's so perfect. And then maybe we'll do just the brown swatch there. But yeah, I think that's pretty nice. I think I do also want to go in with some pillows for out here, of course, too. So let me find the pillows. I think I just want to use these and maybe do like this soft blue. It's almost gray. It's such a soft blue, but I think that looks so nice with this rug here. Gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I love it. Or do we want to add like a couple small ones like this? I think we should. Something like that. Oh, that's perfect. That ties the rug in. It ties this green in over here. I'm in love. Okay. And then I was going to put another dining space out here, but I think what I'm going to do actually is put a grill here. I feel like that looks super cute. Ooh, there's an item I definitely want to include somewhere. The water hose. Ooh, can I put it like, wait a minute. I can put it on this fence. That's so cool. I love that. And then I think right here, I'm going to put some loungers. I think we're going to use these from the base game. That looks so nice. Oh my gosh, imagine just going out on one of these, laying down and just absorbing that vitamin D. Oh God, y'all, it's been a long winter, it feels like. Is it even spring yet? I don't even know at this point. The weather just decides, okay? Like, I know that, you know, there's equinoxes and, you know, all the nonsense and stuff and the, you know, the weather decides what season it is, okay? And Kentucky cannot make its decision up, okay? Because it was 80 degrees like 2 days ago, something like that. It was in the 80s. It was warm. And literally this morning, 40 degrees. It was colder last night. Like, excuse me. But yeah, that looks really nice. Super simple and clean. But how about also we put in a telescope? I don't know why. Ooh. Well, I don't know though. We do need to put some things out here for some kids. You know, I don't really have the room for this little jungle gym, unfortunately. I mean, I could put it like right here and they could technically use it. Yeah, I mean, they could technically use it. So sure. I don't know. I do want to put a telescope maybe like right here. I think we'll do like this version. That just looks nicer. And I think just to kind of make it easier to kind of, I guess, access this space out here, I am going to put some gates. I think I might just put like 2 like that right there. I could put another one over here, but actually, yeah, I think I will. I'll put another one just right here. There's not going to be like a path or anything. It's purely just for your Sims so they can kind of move around a little bit easier, you know, give them the path of less resistance, I guess. And I will just kind of like add a little bit of terrain paint out here just to kind of, you know, help it feel a little bit more lived in. Okay. Super simple and clean, but I like this. There doesn't need to be like too much more going on out back. Otherwise, it's going to be overwhelming for me. So yeah, let's move inside, shall we? Oh, here's the fun part. One thing I did need to do before moving on to actually furnishing though, was I need to get a new staircase put in. I think I wanted to use that one perhaps. I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide. Ooh, that one kind of works, but it's a little on the green side. Yeah, there we go. That's beautiful. And then for the railing, I'm just going to use maybe this one, or which one has the dark swatch on it that looks good? I think that's it. Or should we just use white? I kind of like the white actually. It's kind of nice. And let me just set it to where it's only on the right. And then I'm going to place down the matching fence up here, if I can find it. I think it's this one. I do want to get the fireplace placed down. We have a couple options. There is this one. It's a little bit big, but it is very pretty. And I think it does work with this house really, really nicely. But if I do this one, I kind of would rather the couch, like this one, be facing this way. I just don't know if I like that layout, to be honest. Because if I put it here, it just feels a little, well, I was going to say it feels a little too close together, but I don't think so now. Yeah, I like that. And then let's see, what kind of color do I want to do? I mean, my instinct is to just go with like maybe that shade or maybe the stripey one. This wallpaper, y'all. I'm sorry. I tried. It's just not speaking to me today. I need something a little different. So something maybe not solid. You know, honestly, I kind of like the idea of using something like this here, or maybe even like this with the blue, but ooh, I don't know. It kind of hurts my eyes. I don't know. I mean, if I do that, I would have to use something like that maybe. I don't like it. I don't know. There's something about it that's just not working for me. I guess I can go with something kind of soft and neutral. Ooh, the blue is kind of nice. Ooh, the blue is quite nice. We could also go with a nice deep brown, but that's kind of boring. Ooh, now I like this. This is a really pretty shade of green. We can do the swatch where it has the wood on the bottom. See, that is kind of nice, but I don't know if I like the couch with it. I mean, that doesn't look bad. Personally, I think I need the couch to be a little bit more, not fancy, that's not the correct word, but something a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more of something that I don't understand, I guess. I want this green couch, if that makes sense, because you know me, I love a green couch. It's just so perfect. I wish there was a matching color with this chair, but alas, there is not. Do I want to use these? Maybe I want to use some more classic furniture pieces, like maybe this one here, and then maybe like a bit more of a vintage looking couch, like something like this one, or maybe it's just like this one. Honestly, that might be what I want. We could go with like maybe this like bright color here, with these being like maybe like a dark, like warm, rich brown. And then maybe the walls should be a bit more, I don't know, detailed. Ooh, I forgot about this. That looks kind of nice too, actually. I forgot this one actually. Oh, that looks so nice actually. I'm a big fan of that personally. Maybe we can use that instead. I don't know. I'm kind of here for it. Let me find a swatch of this that would actually kind of look good with it. I mean, the white looks great. Honestly, I think this is the vibe. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but I don't know. I think I can make it work. Yeah. Should we use this rug again? It's so pretty, but it isn't the style exactly for in here, and I don't want to overuse that either. Maybe we can use like this one. This is also from Cats and Dogs. There is like this like kind of pattern here. This is kind of nice. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a style that I personally am not like super like pulled towards, but I really do like it though. We'll use, ooh, this is like way too big to put here, but we'll put this Cats and Dogs table maybe here in the middle. Let me move these over just like a little bit, and then we'll do like just the dark wood on that. That's so nice. Y'all, it is so windy today too. Like, let me tell you, weather, she is on something. We'll use this little lamp too, and we'll do some more candles here in the middle. Of course, I wish we had some more candles in the base game. And then I want another side table here, but I kind of would prefer something a little smaller, something that would just fit a little bit nicer. I wish there was something a bit more narrow like this, but not that style. I mean, I guess I could take this and shrink it down, you know, and we'll just use that. But then we would have to probably use move objects and then something else to place down the lamp properly. I'm just going to use this one again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, it is a custom content item. It is by Picture Amoeba, and it's just this red shelf. It's just a really reliable tool to use. So I can line this up with this table right here, and then I can move this away so it doesn't like clip. And I'm just going to use this to place the lamp down, and then I can do this so that it's at just the right angle. It doesn't look weird. That looks really nice right there. And then we will also grab the lamp, the floor lamp from Cats and Dogs. I'm going to do the black swatch so it kind of matches the like little floor or little, what do you call it, lamps? These lamps, the black. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. And for some wall art, do we want to use these? I mean, they're a little modern looking for this house. So I think I want to just go with something more classic. Oh, this is huge, but like, I kind of love it. Well, I was going to say it's the poker painting with the dogs, but it's actually them playing Don't Wake the Llama. Why have I never noticed that? That's actually so funny. Like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, honestly. We'll put this painting here too. And then I definitely want something over on the other side. Maybe this painting. You know what? That will do. I kind of like that. You know what? This room actually is looking very nice. And then for the curtains, I really want to use the Cats and Dogs curtains in here. They might look a little strange because I'm shrinking them down, but we're just going to work with it. And I think I am going to go with... Do I want to do the white or the brown? Or do I want to go with a fun color? The black is kind of nice, but I think I'm going to go with the white. Yeah, the white just looks nicer for this room especially. We'll put another one of those here as well. And then we need to decorate this like little entrance here. I do want to include a little, what do you call it? Little coat rack right there. That actually fits perfectly there. I actually like the warmer swatch. We'll do another one of those rugs. We'll just use the red one again. We'll put that there. And then maybe right here can be like a little cabinet, a little dresser. I mean, we could put maybe something like this here. That kind of looks cute right there. I don't really know why, but it looks nice there. I like it. And then maybe just like a piece of art right here. I don't want to overdo it with art so that it doesn't get like super repetitive in this house, because it will if I overdo it. So maybe I'll just put this one here. I like it. Very simple, but very nice. I think it's cute. See, this looks playable, doesn't it? Hopefully. I think it's super cozy. I think we do need to add some throw pillows though. Duh. Like, y'all, what am I doing for getting these daggone throw pillows? Like, what's wrong with me? I think I'm going to go with just like a nice, like cream, like neutral. Is that too matchy-matchy? I think that might be too matchy-matchy. Let me see. Maybe I can do like the purple's nice. That works really well for me. And then maybe we can do just like brown, possibly. Yeah, we'll do purple and brown. See, that'll add that little bit of whimsy in here that, you know, I like. But also there's a little bit of purple here. It's not the same shade, but still, the spirit is there. And this pillow is not lifted up enough. We need to lift it up one more notch. See, that's really, really nice, I think. I mean, technically we could probably go with like a red or something. Like that would probably work better, but I'm just going to go with the purple. And I think I'm also going to do the same shade of purple on these as well, the chairs over here, because honestly, that against that brown kind of rich reddish color is very, very nice. And we'll just put them like that there. That looks so nice. I love that. This can be something you can remove if you download this house, but I think I want to add a TV here. We'll use this one right here and just use the 9 key to lift it up. We'll just place it right there. You can remove that if you want, but yeah, I just thought I would at least include that. Let's move on to the kitchen. I did change the wallpaper to this kind of brownish plaid gingham design instead. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I do want to use this cabinet, of course, from the base game. Super beautiful. We did not get any counters from Cats and Dogs, unfortunately. If only we had, it would have been too powerful. Okay, it would have been way too powerful. I would have been too powerful. Maybe let me correct myself there. I would have been too powerful. So they did that for everyone's sake, because that would be the only kitchen I would use probably. Right here is going to be where the stove is, and I think I'm going to use like maybe like this set. Do I want to use the black or just keep it neutral? I think I'm going to go with like the brown. I think that looks kind of nice with everything. And to fill this little gap, I'm actually going to use a cabinet like this right here. It fits actually a little bit too perfectly. And I'm just going to kind of move the counter here against it just so there's not like a huge gap. And then I'm just going to do something like that. It's just, if I was to place like a full cabinet here, it would be like all the way here. Well, I guess that's not that bad. You know me. I don't really think things through all that much. Yeah, that does look better. Okay, never mind. But I'll put this here, and then we'll put the matching refrigerator here too. Just something like that. See, that looks really cute. And then the sink will go directly in the middle. And you know what I'm going to say? That is a really nicely laid out kitchen. It's got that triangular kind of formation. That's kind of what you want. It's preferable if they are equidistant from each other, but having the refrigerator, stove, and sink in a pretty uniform kind of triangular layout is nice. And then let me find I'm going to find the cabinet that matches this. Honestly, this is so nice for in here. I'm loving all this dark wood. Like it's so good. I think that's why I wanted to use like a lot of light, kind of like white colors on like the floor and the walls and stuff, because I knew I was going to use like a lot of dark wood accents to go on top of that. That looks so nice. And then let me go in with some appliances. I think I'm going to actually try to match the appliances here. I think maybe I'll put the coffee pot there. Actually, no, I'm going to put it over in the corner. I would actually want it to go like farther back, but I just think putting it here so you can get the cream and sugar and stuff, it's nice. Not me thinking realistically. We'll put the dishwasher there next to the sink because obviously you would want it next to the sink. And should we include a microwave too? I think we can put it there. I wish I could put it above the stove. That would be so nice, wouldn't it? And then let me find a range hood. Should I just use this one? Yeah, it blends in really nice. And then let me find some other decor. We'll do like some utensils here. Ooh, holiday fruitcake. We're going to put that there too. And paper towels. And we got to have a fruit bowl. You got to eat your fruit. You need to eat some fruit. I plan on having a smoothie later. That sounds really nice. And what other things should I put in the kitchen here? I definitely want maybe like this little thing. This seems kind of cute to put there. And let's see. Ooh, this would be nice somewhere. I don't know where exactly. It's not really going to fit in here. Maybe I can put it in the dining space. I'm not really sure yet. And I definitely want to put in some nice rugs in here. Should we do just like this rug? That's kind of nice there actually for in front of the sink so that, you're doing the dishes. You can stand on a rug so it doesn't hurt your, feet. Ooh, we do need a knife block. We'll put that maybe like right there. Some spices too. We'll put that maybe like, I don't know. Maybe we can put the microwave somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe this is just too many items. Maybe I should get rid of this and we can maybe put this over here in the corner. That's cute. And then we'll put a little salt pepper shaker, maybe like over here on the little bar area there. I think that's nice. And I don't know. I think that's all I want to do. I don't want to overdo it. I will find the little hand soap and put it here so that there's that. And then I do want to find a curtain. We did get this curtain from Cats and Dogs, but it is a little bit big. Maybe we could do something like this because I don't want to cover the windows completely. Ooh, and that swatch is really nice. I think that looks really, really cute. I actually really love this kitchen. It's super clean and simple, but I'm a huge fan of it. I do want to add in some of this art lighting here. I'm going to use Move Objects to place it underneath these cabinets so it looks like there's like lights built into the cabinets, but I will also put one like right here kind of visually. It just adds a little extra light in the kitchen so you can see a little bit better. And I think I also want to maybe add another one of these lights right here in the middle and just shrink it down because it is a little dark on this side. Might move this over a little bit because I do want to put like a cabinet here, like one of those like china cabinets. There is this one, but it's too big. I wonder how it would look shrunk down. Ooh. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Like it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's beautiful though. Oh, there's such a lovely dark swatch. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with it, and we'll find some lights maybe to go on either side. Maybe that'll help with the lighting situation. Maybe like a couple of these. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. And then I guess over here maybe we can put like a couple just like decor items. We can maybe put like a little phone on the wall. Ooh, I like the idea of maybe putting some pans hanging up, something kind of like that, maybe just like there. And then, ooh, we can put some knives on the wall. Well, they have a knife block, so never mind. There is a shelf that came with Cats and Dogs, a wall shelf that I think if I put it right there, we can tuck this just underneath it. and it looks so cute. It looks like its own little thing. And we can put like a few little knickknacks on it too. Like we can put this little wooden horse. That's so cute. Ooh, but the chicken. Can I use move objects and it look okay? Oh wait, it kind of does look okay. So maybe we'll put the horse on the side. We'll put the chicken in the middle. Ooh, it's so cute. And you know what? I gotta put it here. The little duck. I feel like it makes so much sense to put the little duck here too. Oh, how stinking cute is that? I love that. And I do want to include the trash can somewhere too, because that's obviously very important. I think I'm going to use this one. It is modern looking, but it is very clean, and I would rather put that than just any old trash can. And I was going to put some bar stools here, but I think I'm going to keep it open. That being said, we could try to place them down, but to be honest, this is a pretty narrow walkway, and I don't love that idea. So what if instead, let's go in to the counters again. We'll get this one, and we'll get a corner cabinet like this one here. That way, maybe we can just put a couple at the end. It will still kind of be in the way, but I'm not like mad about it. Oh, I don't know if these wood tones will match very well. Oh, that looks kind of nice. Actually, that works. You know what? Yeah, I do like it. Oh wait, these actually look good. They're black, but they're kind of a warm black. So they fit really well with the counters, but I think that's okay. It is a little cramped here, but I think it'll work. I'm going to put a burglar alarm like in this room, I think. And I also want to put a smoke alarm, maybe like right here. And then I think right here, I want to put a clock. I feel like that just sounds right to put a clock somewhere in here, like this one. Oh, it's so cute. So rustic. All right. I love the kitchen. Honestly, it's so, so cute. Moving on to the dining room here. I already placed this table down. Let's look at these other swatches. See, they are really pretty, but I don't know. Is there another table that I would like more? Probably this one. This one looks really cute. This one I feel like fits the vibes of the house a little bit more. Like, especially like that. I think that looks a lot better. So I'm going to use it instead. And then we'll use this table right here. I want to put these somewhere because I just found them earlier. I think that's super cute. We'll just do like, 2 on either side. Yeah, that looks nice. And then for the chairs, I'm kind of torn because we have like these, which are perfect, honestly. But I don't know if the colors, I don't know if the colors match, but I think we do have a color that matches. This is the only color that matches though. And it's got these really bright purple flowers. I'm not sure if I like it. Just because there is a gray that is really pretty. And there is a gray base to this. Let's see. That kind of works, but I don't know. The swatches on these are a little hit and miss. That's also really pretty too. I like that blue with that nice blue cushion with the really warm wood. We could also do like a blue kind of vibe. Look at me being indecisive again. Who knew? So I think instead of these chairs. Oh, that's so pretty though. The more I look at it, it's kind of gaudy. It's kind of ugly, but I really, really like these chairs, y'all. They're just so stinking nice. So I didn't make the wallpaper this blue, but maybe I can find something that is a little bit more neutral. Like we could go with this one again. I know we used it in the living room, but it looks really nice in here. And I think it just complements the purple a little bit better because this is like a yellowy, like cream color. And then let's find a nice rug for in here. Maybe this one. Let's see if there's a swatch that kind of goes with that overall vibe. I think it's too patterned. I need something a little less patterned. This one has like this, which I think looks kind of nice, but it's also got like a warm color. That is really cute. We already used it here, but it works. And for the curtains, I think I actually do want to go with like these. These are just so nice. This makes it nice and soft and warm in here. It does make it a little dark, but they're curtains. They're supposed to. So we'll go in and maybe add some more lamps. Maybe I'll do like this version in here, the lighter color. That's nice. And I do think maybe like right over here against the wall, we can do like maybe like this table here possibly, or do we want to put that here? I feel like that doesn't look that good there. We'll just put it in front of this. I think that looks fine. And then we can do maybe this. I see, that's the thing. I don't like putting a table in front of a window like that. It does not sound good to me. I think I'm actually going to grab one of these and put it here instead. We'll just do that instead. See, that makes me feel a little bit better, actually. And then let me grab maybe just like a little plant, maybe like a little flower or something like these. Wait a minute, this in the middle of the table though makes all that work. Oh, love it. And then maybe like this here, or maybe this. That looks cute. And we can just put like maybe a couple little knickknacks on either side. Maybe we can do the little figures like these. We can do like the little coppery color. I think that looks super, super cute. And then for the wall here, we'll put a painting. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, then there is the dining room. Also, it is the next day, as you can tell. But let's go ahead and we will furnish these two rooms right here. So we've got like this little back hallway here. I think, honestly, I'm just going to put like a few decorative, like random items, like maybe some like, like this coat rack thing here. Instinctually, I was like, ooh, I want to put the broom from laundry day, but obviously we're not using that today. And I think weirdly, I want to put like this little hamper here. I don't know why. I feel like it would just fit really nicely right there. And then maybe a little curtain can go on this like this, and I'll just shrink it down so it kind of sits a little bit nicer here. And then I think I'm going to go with just the brown. That's cute. And then we have this little half bath here. And of course, I'm going to be using the toilet from Cats and Dogs as well. I don't know, I think it's pretty cute. I like the little, it's not copper, it's like a little bit of a lighter coppery color, but I think it looks really cute. There's a matching sink as well. Let me see, is there one? I feel like that one's just gonna have to work. I like that. That's really nice. And then there is a mirror from Cats and Dogs. I think I'm gonna use the dark brown swatch, and then we'll just put like a little towel here. We'll do the green because I love that color apparently. And do I want to do like a little rug in front of the toilet? I know that's like kind of like icky for some people, but I don't know. Let's just put like a little itty bitty one right there. Maybe not. I feel like that would just be in the way. And then maybe like a little bit of art on the wall here. I think I might do this little sunflower painting from the base game. And then we'll just put like some hand soap right here on the sink. Nice and simple. And then we should also put a little curtain right here. There is this one, which is a little different than the one that I used here, but I think it's kind of cute. I think that kind of works for in here. We'll do just that white swatch actually. All right, so the first floor is done. I'm super happy with this build so far. Let's move on to the second floor here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the landing done, and I'm gonna update the wallpaper up here to this swatch. That looks so much nicer. And let's go ahead, we'll add a little rug. I think this one is perfect size. And let's see, which swatch should I use? I kind of want to just use that one. That one's fine. And we'll just, put art up here. That's kind of, what you decorate a hallway landing area with is just art. Honestly, let's see, maybe I will do this bit of art here. I like that one. And then maybe like a little jazz painting. I don't know why, but I feel like it would just sit there really nicely. Did we use any lights downstairs like sconces? I think I will use this one here just to add a little extra light, make it a little bit more realistic up here. I think that's super cute. Maybe a little plant here in the corner. You can never go wrong with a corner plant. But let me just maybe plorp this like right here, and then we'll put a curtain right here as well. I think I'll just go with this one, or I don't know, I feel like that one just kind of completely covers the window and I don't like that. I'm gonna use this one. I think I'll just do the white swatch too. I think that looks really nice. The curtain's kind of, a little bit in the way, but hey. And then I guess I'll go ahead and do the bathroom up here. There's only one bathroom upstairs, so, they all have to share this, but that's fine. I don't really see that as a huge issue. And then let me just, use all of the Cats and Dogs stuff. That's just so nice. I love the way that looks actually. The blue and that copper kind of works together really nicely. I think I'll also do a blue little towel here as well. And then we put in the toothbrushes, and then, ooh, no. You need to put the toothbrush away from the toilet. Okay, that's just a weird pet peeve of mine, honestly. Do a little blue hand soap. We'll need to do the toilet paper. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put the toilet paper in the downstairs bathroom. That's so horrible. You cannot forget that. That's, all right. And then I guess we'll just do a shower tub combo here. I think I might just use this one from the base game. There is a bathtub that came with cats and dogs that I do think is really, really cute, but I don't know. I think having a shower is just a little bit more practical. And then let me find a little rug for in here. Probably just maybe this one. I'll shrink it down and kind of move it closer to the bathtub here. And I'll just do maybe that swatch. I think that's kind of cute. And then I think I will use this curtain again. I like shrinking these down because I don't want them to cover the window completely. Like I kind of like the idea of like it being like kind of like that. That's super cute. And maybe like a little bit of art on the wall right here. Like just like a small painting of some kind. I'm more worried about the frame having like a nice dark wood color like that. That's super cute. All right, there's the bathroom there. And then we have 3 bedrooms here. And also you'll see a ladder here. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but there is a little turret up here. I did put in some flooring and a wallpaper. I might just make this like a secret little, I don't know, painting area or something, because this is probably not going to be the main bedroom. I think this one will be. So let's just go ahead. We'll get this one out of the way first. Oh, let me add more simoleons. I apparently used up so much already. And we have a few new beds. Well, we have a few beds that came with cats and dogs that y'all already know I'm in love with. So I'm probably just going to use this one for the main bedroom. I don't like this placement of this window. Like I really want it here, but like the roofing is being silly. So maybe I will get that small window. I could just look for it myself, but I'm going to use the eyedropper tool. I really want a window like that instead. I know that doesn't look great, but I would rather it be like that because I can't stand it being kind of awkwardly off center like that. And we have a couple side tables too. Let's just look through these and see if there's like a good combo. I really like the way that looks. Oh, the green. Oh, I have to use that swatch. That's just so beautiful. I love a nice green if you can't tell. And then we'll do a nice rug underneath that. Probably this one. I mean, come on. It's my favorite rug in the game, honestly. That's a really pretty combo too. And then let me find the side lamp. What do I call it? A side lamp? It's a table lamp. And I think I'm going to try to find a swatch of this to work. I love that. That's super, super cute. And this room is a little awkward. There's like an angle here. So I think this should be where the dresser is. We've got this, but this isn't really like a clothing dresser. This gives more like a linen dresser. I can't really fit that anywhere in here. I kind of maybe want to put it over here though and still include it in this room. I don't know if that swatch kind of works or not. I don't like mismatching things. So maybe I'll use this in another room because there is this dresser, which I think is super cute. I use it all the time. That's perfect, actually. Well, it's not matching these wood tones perfectly, but I think they still go together regardless. My goal is to never match wood tones. It's to just make them look like they work together. So, because if we try to match them, we would be very limited on items. So, I'm thinking maybe like a small mirror like that. I really like the way that gold looks. It kind of matches the gold here kind of slightly. I think maybe there's some brighter versions. Like, honestly, that works a little nicer. Do I want to put a TV in here? I feel like it would be weird to put a TV in here. Ooh, I want to put this little lamp here. This little lighthouse lamp. That's so stinking cute. I'm in love with that. I like the green on it too. And then I'll just add some clutter in here as well. My favorite item to just add for clutter is just like this little, set of cologne bottles and like also the perfume bottles and like the other stuff. Maybe we can put some books in here though. Ooh, actually, one of my favorite items, little portrait. That's kind of cute. I don't really like worry too much about this looking like aesthetic in a bedroom because it's supposed to be a little cluttered, if that makes sense. Yeah, something like that. We could even put maybe a few items on like the side tables here, like the bedside tables, and just put some like nail polish there. And then maybe, I don't know, some books on this one. Yeah, just a few little items. And I do want to put a curtain over here. I feel like putting a big curtain seems a little ridiculous, but at the same time, I think it really just, I don't know, it does something for the room. It adds some intrigue here. I think I'm just going to go with the simple brown. I don't know about this spot here. I feel like we need another wardrobe. We don't really have like a huge selection because like the colors on this aren't really like working for me, but maybe they do. Maybe I'm just kind of making that up. Oh, wait, that's like black. That's not really what I'm going for. Maybe I'll just use this one from the base game as well. Actually, that looks really nice. That's super cute. We'll put a mirror maybe like right here. I feel like I'm gonna use this one. Ooh, yeah. Nice and rustic in here. And then I do need to pick out the wallpaper, of course. I always do that last. I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure what kind of wallpaper because I don't want to do something like super dark because this looks kind of nice. It's kind of okay. You know, the more I look at this, the more I do like it, actually. There is a swatch. Wait, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Hold on. I love the green, but the blue, that, wow, changed everything instantly. I love that. I think I'll put a little clock over here. I feel like that would look so cute, just like right there. Oh, I wish I could put it in the middle. Y'all, what is going on with these slots? I'm just going to kind of use move objects to kind of place it sort of at an angle here. And then maybe I can put a plant right there. Oh, we have these little succulent animal things. Those are super cute. Sure, why not? And then I guess for above the lamps here, I kind of want to do mirrors. Then again, I already have a mirror there. So maybe I'll just do some art. You know, I literally used this in a recent build already, but like, tell me that isn't perfect. Honestly. Okay, this is a super cute bedroom. Let's go ahead. We'll move on to this bedroom. I feel like this one could be for maybe a teenager, possibly. It's a little bit of an awkward layout, but I mean, it's fine. We can make it work. We have just these single beds here. This is really, really a cute bed. I love the bedding on it. It's so nice. Like, that's really good for a kid, I think. I'm going to put that in here. But for a teenager, we do have this bed. It's got some interesting swatches on it too. Maybe it isn't even for a teenager. Maybe it's just another bedroom. The pink is nice. You know, let's do a little pink bedroom. I don't see why that would be an issue. And I kind of need to redo the window over on this side now because it feels weird if I don't. That's actually super cute. Should I do like the bed like this? I hate putting the doorway at the foot of the bed, but that's just how it's going to have to be for this layout. And then I'll do maybe like a white little side table here. And let's find, you know, a good lamp for this as well. Ooh. Should we just keep doing pink? I kind of like that, actually. Maybe the little turret area here, maybe I can put like a tiny little desk up here or something. Who knows? I do need to find a place for a dresser. Ooh, the layout is interesting. Maybe we'll just use this one since it's a nice like small dresser and it kind of works with the style. And then what kind of hobby should I put in here? I feel like I always default to just like an easel, mainly because they don't take up a lot of space. This would be really cute here though, like a nice little like painting setup. And I weirdly want to put a guitar in here too. Like I can see like an artistic teenager living in here. And let's see. Oh, I like the idea of maybe putting this in here too. I don't know. I can see the vision. And then there is a rug that came with cats and dogs. Like I've already used it several times, but there is a pink swatch that looks really nice. Like, I don't know if this would look good. I hate that it cuts off here, but it fits really nicely in the room. And then let me find a wallpaper that will work. I could just go with some plain white walls or something like this, but no, it's not really working. I could go with this. That's so pink, but I actually really like it. I think the dark wood tones is making it work actually because it's a nice bit of contrast. It's not super like too bright, you know? I think I might just go with some plain white curtains for this room. Those look too cool toned for me, I think. Ooh, there is a slightly warmer tone. That looks so much nicer. And then I guess I'll just... Oh God, this window placement is not for me at all. So let me just put like this little curtain here. I'll just shrink it down. Oh God, that looks bad. Oh no, I think that will do. I'm not loving that, but it's fine. And then for the wall over here, I want to put like something like, ooh, like that. I don't know why, but this painting just gives 2016 vibes, if you know what I mean. I don't know why. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. I want a little bit of clutter. I don't really have like a ton of room for it. So like maybe we can put a few things like on the nightstand here, like Ooh, the little nail polish bottles would be perfect. Maybe some CDs. I may have to like do some move objects trickery here just to kind of make this all fit a little bit more nicer, if that makes sense. Yeah, that looks so much better. And then maybe I can also put in some like dirty clothes. It just kind of looks barren. I don't know. I feel like I should redo the layout, shouldn't I? As much as I do like how it's looking here, I think I'm going to take the bed and just flip it and go this way instead. I don't really love making the door go into the bed like that, but for this layout, it just makes a little bit more sense. You know, it is The Sims. I don't need to think so realistically about it. Let me place this here. We'll do the clutter here and just kind of do like this. Ooh, one more item I could include is the little alarm clock because there is a pink swatch. That's really cute, actually. I just need to kind of, play around with move objects here. Perfect. And then we'll just place this. I don't know. Should it go this way or should it go this way? It should go this way, shouldn't it? Yeah. It's not perfect, but I like it. And then we'll put this maybe at the foot of the bed. See, that looks a little bit better because I can maybe put like a desk right here, even though I meant to put one upstairs. I'm going to make that like a little writing area, I think. We can put a desk right here. Oh no, this is so cramped. Oh goodness, I don't think I can use a big desk. We don't have any small desks with the base game or cats and dogs, but my little trick, honestly, is to just use a dining table like this. It does the same function, honestly. Like you can still put a computer on one. If you want to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, desk-like, you can just find maybe like a bookshelf, kind of like maybe like this one or something, and just put it like this. Ooh, maybe we can actually use the glass one instead for this one. Yeah, something kind of like that. It kind of looks like a desk. And I'll just put a little laptop there, and then we'll just find a little chair for it as well. Something small, because I feel like this would be way too big. Like maybe like this one, or ooh, this one would be really cute. Oh, that's so perfect, actually. Okay, I gotta redo this painting setup here. I think I'm gonna do this here, and then maybe I'll put another bit of art on the wall here just to kind of help it feel balanced. Ooh, like this one. That's kind of cute. I quite like that. Maybe I want it to be white, the trim. Yeah. See, that looks pretty daggone good. And then we can go in and just add some other clutter. Like I definitely want to put a robe right here. And then we can put like a little hamper, maybe just like tucked right there. I like that. And let me just kind of like do some repositioning of some things. See, that looks pretty cute. It's a little messy, but I still quite like it. I'm actually going to go upstairs into the little turret area, and I'm going to have this be just like a little kind of hangout space. Oh my gosh, the pink cloud, that's so cute. Maybe we'll make this like a pink wallpaper. Maybe this is like the eldest child and they're not the favorite by any means. Like the parents aren't like that. But at the same time, maybe the younger child is like significantly younger. I don't know. You can kind of write whatever story you want for up here. Ooh, I can put like this radio here. Oh, let me grab these little stacks of CDs. Not that, people use CDs that much anymore, which I don't see why not. But we'll put this like right here next to the radio. Oh, and we can put like a little phone. Ooh, I can see it. And, we'll put maybe like a pillow. We'll do just this pink one. I don't know. We can just put it against the wall. I feel like that actually adds some, charm there. Put some like perfume bottles. I'm making it quite like femme. And I really like that, honestly. Oh my goodness, y'all. We're building a house using only cats and dogs, right? I haven't even put anything down for pets. What? Oh my God. Screech. Hold back. Y'all, hopefully y'all weren't screaming at me too much. I can't believe myself. What? Oh my goodness. How did I forget? I guess I just don't play with pets that much. So let's, reel it on back a little bit. We're going to include some stuff for some pets too. We'll put like an automatic feeder there, of course. I think that's fine. I don't love the color on that. I think it should be more like that. Yeah. And then I don't know if they will have like cats or dogs. So I'll just put a mixture of like both items. Like we definitely want to put like a cat scratching post, but I feel like this one just looks, more sophisticated. I'll put it maybe like honestly, we'll just put it over here in the corner. I think that's a decent spot. Hopefully the cats can access it. And oh my gosh, I didn't even include like a litter box, which I guess this would be the perfect spot for the litter box. And we'll do maybe like one of these like scoop free ones, of course. We can do the black swatch. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, and I didn't include a cat tree. They need to have a cat tree. Maybe they have one outside. Honestly, though, that would be super cute outside. And I actually weirdly like that purple, but I think I'm just going to go with like the nice dark brown one. Anyways, I think I will also add a little bed up here. I'd never have liked the colors on these. I usually only use this one. Okay, crisis averted. Okay, wow. I mean, I'm not shocked. I always forget to do like animal things in homes that I build. And then moving back up to this space here, wow, I'm going to put some posters and stuff. We'll just, do pink and like feminine things. I don't know. It just seems like the vibe, I guess. We don't really have a ton of options in just the base game, but we'll make it work. And then I guess a little rug up here. Ooh, there is this one, and then there is like this pinkish swatch. That's super cute. And then for some curtains, maybe we can just go with these really simple ones, or there are these, but I wouldn't dare use them up here. Maybe just like this. Actually, this looks quite nice. Maybe I can like shrink these down and like kind of make it work, or maybe I don't need to worry about that. We just pretend they kind of go across. I don't know. It's just a little hangout space for this teen. And then we have the last room in the house. This is going to be for a kid. Oh goodness, the layout for this room, let me tell you, it ain't good. It's not good because there is like no good layout for this space. So I was honestly thinking of, I'm going to get rid of this window. I was thinking of maybe putting the bed just like in the middle like this. Oh, but like, ooh, I hate that. So I'm thinking, honestly, I am going to do some repositioning here. I think I'm going to put the door right here. We'll put this plant here and maybe the painting right here. That way I can at least, whoa, I'm so sorry about the camera. I can at least put the bed over here in the corner. That makes a little bit more sense. And we'll do maybe this for the accent table. I think that looks super cute. I haven't used it in the build yet. And let's just find a fun little lamp, maybe just this one because the blue matches. And then we'll go over here and we'll put maybe the dresser here, something like this. Or do I want to use this one? I mean, that one is really cute. Wow, they also get a full desk, surprisingly. I think that's actually very nice. Maybe this is a kid, but I don't know. Part of me wants to say that this could just be for another, like young adult even. I don't know. I really never know when it comes to these builds, like who I'm building them for necessarily, because honestly, I'm just kind of building in a flow state. Honestly, I just kind of build and hope that it works out. I kind of like that rug there. And then we'll put just like a little lamp here. Ooh, I kind of like this one. We'll put that there. And then we can just put maybe like a few other little decorative items, like maybe a little book here. Maybe we can do more perfume bottles. Maybe this is another like teenager. Maybe they're just a little bit more, unique. Ooh, we'll put a little pencil cup over here in the corner, and then we'll find a cute set of curtains. I'd like them to be light blue. I kind of weirdly like that, but ooh, maybe not. That's a little bit too different of a color. I weirdly like that. That looks quite nice. I like the green too. And then I'll put a nice mirror above this over here. We don't really have like a huge selection of like mirrors that look good above a vanity. So I'm just going to do this one again. And then now I'll do some like little perfume bottles here. They have 2 daughters. One of them, this room, she wants to be a vet. The other one wants to be a musician. Yeah, there we go. We just wrote the story. And then I don't know. I think that's a good amount of stuff. We can maybe pick out the wallpaper really quickly. Part of me wants to do something like this, or maybe the gingham. The gingham is really cute, actually. I just remember there was an episode of with Trixie and Katya years ago, and I just remember Trixie talking about someone walked up to her. I don't remember what context it was, but she was wearing like a gingham dress, and they were like, "I like your picnic print," and Trixie was like, "It's gingham." I don't know why that's stuck in my head every time I say gingham. We'll put a little calendar there maybe, and I don't know, some kind of art. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. Ooh, no, I want this one. That one's kind of cute. You know what? I actually really like this bedroom. It's pretty minimal, but I think it's super, super cute. All right, and then we do have this balcony here for the main bedroom. I definitely just want to kind of make this a nice little hangout area for the parents. I mean, we can maybe do like these chairs. Oh, this is cute. We can just put maybe like 2 here. They just both come out here and sit and talk. You know, they have their own little private space. I can imagine, you know, if you're parents, it's good to have your own little spot to just chill. We'll even put some candles out here instead of a lamp. Oh, that's so nice. And then let's put some plants out here. Let's see. Ooh, maybe we can put the bonsai tree. I don't know if these are meant to be outside, but I'm going to put one anyway. And then I'll put maybe like this plant. I always think this one's super cute. And ooh, how about we add, I mean, we have a telescope here. I kind of want to move it and put it here instead. I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense to have something like that there. And then maybe there is also an easel here as well. You know, it's good to have some variety, and maybe one of the parents also paints too. Very simple little layout. I do want to go in and maybe add an awning, maybe just something like this here. I don't know. It just feels correct to have something. Wait a minute. We have this. This is really pretty. I don't know if the roofing will match very well. It probably won't, let's be honest, just because I know it doesn't have this matching one here, but you know, it can at least look kind of nice. Like maybe we can just go with like that or something. I don't know. That's cute. I quite like it. All right, let's just do one more little pass through, make sure everything is good. But yeah, I think we are finished with the build. Alrighty, y'all, here is the build. Let me go ahead and give you a little tour here. So you can see the front. There's a nice little kind of front yard area. It's pretty minimal. There's not like a ton of things going on, but I actually really like that. It's nice and just simple. And then there's also a cute little front porch there and a carport. I actually love the backyard. It's also pretty simple. There's some loungers, garden pots, a grill, a little jungle gym. Maybe that isn't used much anymore. Maybe the kids grew up and they just have that there. Maybe it used to be where the pots were. That's a good storyline. I love this back porch also. It's obviously using all of my favorite furniture in the game. Like, let's be honest, Cats and Dogs is my favorite expansion pack. The gameplay is great, obviously. The cats and the dogs are wonderful. Like, I love them. I love the world. I love the items. I love the vibes. It's just immaculate. And then we have the living room. Very classic living room, honestly, but I really love it. I don't do this style nearly enough, and I think it fits perfectly with Brindleton Bay, honestly. And then we have the kitchen. Again, it's a nice classic, clean and simple kitchen, but again, I'm obsessed with it. I love these counters. They're so good. Here's another angle of the kitchen. I really want to just point out this shelf skillet pan kind of combo that I did. I really like that. I think it's super cute. I'm doing that more in the future. Honestly, doing a limited pack build filled me with so much inspiration. I don't know what it is, but it's just, ooh, so good. And then we have a dining room here. There is a door that you don't see, like kind of, you know, behind the camera, I guess, leading to the back porch. But this is just a nice classic little dining room. Nothing special about the landing upstairs, but it's a landing. It's cute. There's some art. We have the main bedroom upstairs. Again, it's pretty simply furnished, but I love all the dark woods and the blue. This feels like the vibe of the rest of the house, while the teen room here is a little bit more random, a little bit mismatched. It's a little bit more chaotic. You know, you can tell that this is a person kind of developing outside of their parents' style. I personally love this little turret area. Oop, the camera's moving on its own. But I love this little space. I can imagine the teen or young adult coming up here, listening to music. Maybe they're practicing guitar. Maybe they're writing music. Maybe they're about to be like super famous. I don't know. And then we have the smaller bedroom. This is for the younger kid. Maybe they want to be a vet. You know, maybe this kid and the older child don't really like see eye to eye on literally anything. They're like complete opposites. I can really see that. I would love to play that dynamic. And then we have the tiny little bathroom upstairs. I really like it. It's simple. dark wood, copper, blue, white, classic. And then here is the floor plan. So first we have the top floor, the little turret there, super simple little, octagonal room. And then we have the second floor here, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And then we have the first floor where we have just a simple kitchen, dining space, and living room with a half bath and a little closet. Lots of outdoor space too. Just love the vibes. And that is the build. I hope y'all enjoyed this little limited pack build today. Do let me know in the comments down below 2 things. If you want to see more cats and dogs limited pack builds, because I will not say no to that. But also let me know which pack I should do next. Should I do another expansion? Do I do a game pack? Whatever you want. Let me know in the comments down below. I just want to say a massive thank you to my YouTube members, the Lavender Buds. Thank you all so much for your support. It's with your support I'm able to continue making content full time. And if you would like to become a YouTube member, you'll get early access to my videos, access to members only content, and you get to see your name scrolling on the screen right now. But regardless, even if you're a member or not, thank you all so much for watching, especially if you got to this part. Hey, how you doing? I'm stumbling my words because it's been a long build session with this. I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to plant lavender for luck. Bye, y'all.